Thanks so much for coming out today, guys. The Christie Bentham Wetlands is a really important property for us. It was a really important community-based, fundraised for, and protected by property. So we really like to put a little bit of extra touches here and there on making sure that forest ecosystem stays really healthy. It keeps free mostly of invasive species, and we're sort of keeping up with our promises to protect and enhance the land here. So today we are going to be going in and tackling some dog-strangling vine, which is a really common invasive species. It's kind of all over the place. And it's hard to get rid of, but it is easy to slow down and get into a place where we can manage it sustainably with the power that we have and the abilities that we possess. One of those abilities are your hands and pulling it out of the ground, which is what we'll be doing today. Or at least if we can't pull them out of the ground, they do tend to snap off in here because there's a lot of fractured limestone and things are growing down in the cracks. We'll just be popping off the seed heads, so at least they can't go to seed and then spread exponentially farther from next year. If you can get the entire root system, that's ideal. If you can't get the entire root system, get as much of it as you can. So I even like to sort of pull it up by the base, and we can do a little demonstration while we're out there. Pull it up a little bit by the base and you can sort of see the ground around it move if there's a big root system, and then just sort of get your whole hand in there and lift up. So there's not really too much to it. It's just like weeding a garden, but we'll go in, identify some dog-strangling vine, find the main patches, and just kind of get started with that. So we're at Christie Bentham Wetlands today, and we are picking a bunch of dog-strangling vine on sort of a search and destroy mission. There's all sorts of it in this open woodland, and we're looking to get rid of it before it takes over and overcomes all of the native flora.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a great example.
Nice reach, Elliot.
Yeah. If you notice, like when you pulled it out, there's a bunch of exposed roots that are still there. Like, try and dig out as much of the root mass as possible.
Ready, Megan? Let's go.
Let's do it.
So this is an example of what the dog-strangling vine looks like when it flowers. So we definitely want to get it now, because if it goes to seed, then it will just spread all over the place. Search and destroy!
Hey, nice.
Hey-o. Look at all that DSV and a sneaky little box.
After the conclusion of the 20-minute heat of the 5-person search and destroy DSV pull at Christie Bentham Wetlands, part of the Ecology Olympiad.
Yep.
How do you feel?
We did some great work today. We searched and destroyed, and we got big old bags of dog-strangling vine to show for it.
Yes, and we challenge other people out there to pull just as much or more.
Hopefully more.
Yeah. Hayden, can you talk about your observations here? Because this is not your first time doing this or being here.
No, I'm a seasoned veteran at
Yes,
this sport. Yeah.
yes.
It's been a couple of years. This is my 4th season, especially at this site. We've seen a lot of great progress from all the athletes over the years. But more seriously, looking at the amount of DSV we've been able to pull out of here and keep from flowering and spreading out and expanding its range over the last couple of years has been really wonderful. Even places that we did a lot of pulling last year, we're seeing plants coming back up, but they're young and they're kind of in bad condition, not flowering, so they're not producing seed and not spreading out as far, which means there's even more of a chance for new native species to come back in, fill in those niches, and start fighting back, occupying soil space and, you know, keeping the biodiversity up.
Go team!
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, guys, we challenge you.